What's going on YouTube? The awesomest one here, back with another Madden 17 video. This time we are playing Draft Champions. It's me and my buddy Sam, and we're taking the first player in alphabetical order based on their first name. So we're just getting some random stuff. Just jumping right into where we're at right here. That's Eli Harold, outside backer. That's not an awful choice. Up next, Latavius Murray at running back. I will take him any day of the week. He's doing great in my fantasy league as well. Following him is Cam Jordan at left end. You will see defensive line plays a big role in this game. Anthony Munoz at left tackle. I love my run game, love my tackles. Eric Weedle at free safety. I'll take it. Up next, we're going to have Andrew Luck. So at this point, I'm pretty happy that I've got a solid quarterback. Unfortunately, coming straight into the next round, we've got Dak Prescott, and he's better, so I'm going to use him. But, I don't need two quarterbacks. Thanks a lot, Sam. Brandon Marshall at wide receiver. Very happy there. Thank you in that case. And then Andrew Whitworth, left tackle. So I've got two left tackles. Geno Atkins at defensive tackle. Once again, my D-line is stacked in this particular game. Brandon Marshall at middle linebacker, so I have both Brandon Marshalls. That won't get confusing at all. And we finish it up with Alex Mack at center. We did have Kansas City's head coach and Charles Haley at right end. So I've got a decent team. I didn't get to go with a ton of playmakers like I might normally, as you kind of get a look at it right here. But I do get some solid linemen on both sides of the ball. So that's going to come into play in this game, as you'll see, and that's huge for me. I've noticed that actually offensive linemen are some of my favorite to pick. There's the invite from IB Sick or Crimson Hawk or Sam, whatever you want to call him. So we're going to get into the gameplay. But the O-linemen make a huge difference in the run game. Sometimes in these little quick quarters too, just gashing somebody with a run when they're not expecting it, that can be huge. And getting pressure on the other quarterback. They already have to pick a play in a playbook they're not used to very fast. They don't give you any time to pick plays in Draft Champions or MUT for that matter. So for the fact that you don't have a playbook that you normally would play with, they're having to pick a quick play. They're trying to remember where routes are. They're snapping the ball, trying to look and remind themselves where these receivers are running. And getting pressure off the edge is just a game changer. So I'm very, very lucky to have a defensive tackle, linebackers, and ends that are just going to dominate the line of scrimmage. So getting straight into the game, this is one of mine and Sam's more interesting games. This is a fun one. It's not going to be like your all-time favorite high-scoring game. Who usually laughed at our games are low scoring, and then lately it seems like we've been just blowing up huge games, even though we're always pretty tight. He does get in the end zone after he takes up basically the entire first quarter. There's like 40 seconds left. So I don't have a lot of time to get back into it, even though I'm only down 7-0. And I absolutely hate this playbook. This was just trash to me. And I'm sure it's a good playbook, but I just wasn't used to it. I couldn't find plays. I was just about to run out of time every time I was trying to snap the ball. The play clock was definitely in red for most of this game for both of us, and luckily I'm able to pick up first down right here and take a deep shot, and look at that beauty right there for the touchdown. Look at it again in slow-mo. It's awful pretty. It sure feels good because this is after the update where interceptions are more common, but my victory here is short-lived when he comes straight back with a blocked PAT. It's kind of annoying, but it's kind of awesome. I really like in this game that they give you the opportunity to block these kicks because it makes them interesting. It's actually harder to kick in general. Nothing's a given. No PATs or field goals are a given. It's hard enough playing off someone else's connection a lot of the time to click the accuracy to make the kick, much less worry about somebody coming off the end making a diving attempt at the ball. So I like it. It's not just having to click the buttons to go through the motions anymore. A little more interesting, and I can't be too bothered by the fact that I'm down a point. Just makes the game a little more interesting. Definitely got us kind of hyped up right there. Got him hyped up. I was a little bummed for a minute. Being down a point essentially with the game going by this fast. He is running the ball all over me. I cannot stop the run. He's got Derrick Henry, and he has no, actually later on we play another game and he has Derrick Henry. and he has the color rush Russell Wilson. But right here, this is different. But either way, we play a lot of Madden together. It's hard to keep up, and I've got more videos coming of that. But either way, he's running all over me, and I can't stop it. But once again, my run defense is bad. My pass defense is okay. I'm basically going to just worry about my pass defense and hope that good things happen and try to make good things happen with my user. That way I can stay in the game, and all I need is a couple of mistakes on his end or a couple of good defensive plays on mine, and the game kind of evens up as he misses the field goal right before half. That is payback for blocking my PAT, and it's just proof of how fun this game can be, because now instead of 10-6, it's only 6-7, and I've got the ball back. No worries. We're already in the third quarter, and I'm already driving downfield a little bit. So you just never know what's going to happen in this game. I get sacked a good bit off play actions lately. I just need to stop. Running those. It's going to be like 3rd and 17 right here. And what do? I just flat out drop a ball because my receivers, they ruin it. I can't tell you how many big plays I should have that are just ruined by receivers flat out dropping footballs. I have started to no longer, and Des Bryant's one of my favorite players. He's all in my last video. But his elite card does not catch the football, and I will go out of my way to avoid drafting him in draft champions at this point to avoid those wide open drop passes. So we're going back and forth. That's a couple of punts for each of us, and that's good for me. If my defense is holding up, then I'm confident I can make something happen again. I don't feel so bad about having to punt before. Once again, I go downfield for the vertical and get another epic catch that I'll go ahead and play in slow motion. This one doesn't go for a touchdown, but it's definitely a big game changer. It definitely gets Sam down on his spirit sometimes because some of this stuff is ridiculous. There's not a lot you can control. The best you can do is just hope that your guy gets it. The interceptions are definitely way, way, way more prevalent now. They're more likely to happen on those plays. So I definitely caught a break right there. But, you know, you got a big receiver on the outside one-on-one. You got to hope your guy can go get it for you. Just got to trust him. Just got to throw it up. Here we are. We're getting down to his end of the field. I make a miraculous throw and catch, and it somehow gives me the first down right here. I'm not really sure how you get a first down when the first down marker is like on the half-yard line. Fortunately, though, I do just punch it in with Dak Prescott, get the 2-point conversion to make up for that PAT, and yes, the kicking game is playing a major role because now instead of 10-6, it is 14-7, and I've got the lead, and all I have to do is hold him to no scores or just a field goal with under 3 minutes to go in this ball game. Based on the clock chewing that tends to go on, not necessarily on purpose in MUT games, the clock's going to go down quick. He's really just going to have to get in the end zone, and we might be taking this bad boy to overtime. He gets an awful break right there. He could have broke up field. One man to beat to take it to the house, and he steps out of bounds. Nothing you can do about that. Sometimes you get awful animations, and I mean, it happens to both sides. But in a pivotal moment in the game, that was a big, big break for me. And I do get the ball back, so there's a lot of time. I'm a little concerned. I do not want to throw an interception. I do not want to give him good field position. And I don't gain a yard and have to give the ball back to him with about a minute and a half, roughly. So that's too much time, if you ask me. That's enough time for him to run the ball, and as you know, I can't stop the run. So I was feeling really, really good about getting the ball back, wanting to run the clock out, and he just starts gashing me for wide open runs, wide open receivers, another run. He's still got a timeout left, so I'm getting a little worried. I am just resting in the fact that he has to get in the end zone. I just know with my luck, he's gonna punch it in. I'm too nervous. Y'all just feel the suspense. We get the interception. No worries. I got you. I just don't want to fumble, and we'll take a knee and run the timeout. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's the awesomest one on YouTube. Madden 17, Draft Champions. Go Cowboys. I'll catch you next time.